Hi there students. Okay, in today's video we're going to look at the verbs and the family of words around tolerate, endure, to bear, to withstand and to take. Okay, if you tolerate something, it means you allow it to continue even though you don't like it, but you don't interfere with it. Yeah? To accept something that you don't feel good about, but calmly, without getting upset, without reacting. So, for example, kids very often behave badly, and maybe you need to tolerate an amount of their bad behaviour. There comes a point at which you need to intervene, but you need to be tolerant with kids. Yeah, you need to show tolerance. Okay, as long as their behaviour is tolerably unreasonable, then it's okay. Notice the opposite: intolerable, intolerant. Somebody who's intolerant gets upset very quickly. They interfere very rapidly, even with small things. So tolerance is a good characteristic. Okay, the next phrase is to endure. To endure is to suffer pain or difficulties, but patiently. Yeah? If you had something that is very painful and lasts a longer time, you need to endure the pain. The teacher's lesson was very boring and I had to endure it. I had to endure a lecture from my boss. Okay, so to endure. Also notice to endure has an idea of a long time, because to endure can also mean that something remains in existence for a long time. Yeah, it has withstood, we'll see that one in a minute, the ravages of time. Okay, to endure is you are facing or you are tolerating something that is more painful, that's more uncomfortable than something you are tolerating. Yeah, so you endure a big pain. Yeah, you tolerate a small pain. Okay, notice endurance, the ability to continue. If something is endurable, it means you have enough strength or enough strength of mind to continue and to take it. Yeah. Okay, the next word is to bear. Okay, if you can bear something, you are able to accept it or to stand up to it. Yeah, to manage to tolerate, if you like, to manage to tolerate a situation or a circumstance. Okay, very often with to bear we hear the phrase I can't bear, I really hate, I really dislike. Yeah, to bear is to endure something stoically. I think bear and endure are both putting up with something that is more painful than something you tolerate. Okay, so if you're enduring or bearing something, you are suffering much more than something you just tolerate. Okay, to withstand. Now withstand is much more physical. The tree withstood the high wind, it withstood the storm. So to withstand is to remain unchanged, unaltered, unaffected, despite a difficult situation, despite something that is attacking it harshly. The house has withstood the storm very well. The defence withstood the attack of the enemy. Notice withstand is physical, whereas tolerate, endure and bear are more for a situation, for something that is not so tangible. Okay, and the last word in this set is to take. So he took the criticism without saying anything. He did nothing and just took it. So he suffered it, he endured it, he tolerated it without a reaction. Okay, so to take is to tolerate something, to endure a situation. Yeah? When something is happening to you, you can take it. Yeah? Don't worry about this, I can take it. I can take any insults that he throws at me. So, to take, yes? I don't know how much more of this video you can take. So notice, let's look at formality now. To take is clearly the most informal. Yeah? Take's probably is slightly informal. And to bear, it's neutral to informal. It's neutral to informal, yeah. To withstand, I would say, is neutral, or maybe the tiniest little bit formal. Then we have to tolerate. This is starting to go on to the more formal side. And I think probably to endure is the most formal of them. So let's just look at the word groups with each one of these. So tolerate, tolerance, tolerable, intolerable, intolerant, and you can make the adverbs with those. Endure is the verb, endurance is the noun. Endurable, something that is possible to bear. Unendurable, something that you can't bear. So, bear. Notice firstly, bear is an irregular verb. Bear, bore, born. Yeah? Something that is bearable, unbearable. This is unbearably painful. I have to endure it. Okay? And withstand. So, withstand, I think, is probably the only word in the group. Well, you could say notwithstanding, but that's slightly different. Notice to withstand is an irregular verb. Withstand, withstood, withstood. And take. Yeah, well, in this context, it's takeable. No, I don't think I'd say that. So, to take, and remember, take is an irregular verb as well. Take, took, taken. Okay? So, and remember the strength. I think take is the most general. To withstand is resisting strongly against something physical. To bear is quite general as well, although normally if you're bearing something, it's painful or very unpleasant. And like to endure, you're enduring something very unpleasant. Whereas tolerate is something maybe less strong, something you put up with, which is another synonym. Anyway, enough. I think you have endured stoically my long-winded explanation. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Tolerate, endure, bear, withstand.